Good evening, dear listeners. It's me again, your friend Alexian. Today, I invite you to join me on another visit to our beloved superhero pug, Bagel. Let's take my magical compass, which will guide us to this amazing story, and set off on a new magical adventure together. In the cozy town of Fluffville, life was peaceful and joyful. The residents enjoyed sunny days, strolled through parks, and sang songs in the town square. But one day, something strange happened. The entire town suddenly lost its light. Lamps stopped glowing, streetlights went dark, and homes were plunged into darkness. Even the sunlight seemed dimmer. The residents were worried. How could they live without light? Bagel, as always, was at the heart of the action. He was walking along Poor Street when he overheard the concerned townsfolk discussing the situation. What should we do? How can we bring the light back to our town? They asked one another. Bagel thought hard. He knew this wasn't just a simple malfunction. It was something far more mysterious. Just then, his friend, a kitten named Snowball, ran up to him. "Bagel, I heard that in the old forest beyond the town lives the firefly spirit. They say he can bring back the light, but no one knows how to find him," Snowball said excitedly. Bagel realized this was a mission for him. He jumped 3 times, did a somersault, and activated his powers. His ears twitched like antennas, and he heard the whisper of the wind. The firefly spirit lives deep in the forest, where the trees form arches and the air smells of honey, the wind murmured. Bagel thanked it and set off on his journey. The forest was dark and mysterious. Bagel used his ability to fly to navigate through thick bushes and deep ravines. Suddenly, he noticed tiny glowing lights around him. They were fireflies, and they seemed to be guiding him. Bagel followed them and soon found himself in front of a massive tree whose branches glowed with a soft golden light. "Who has come to see me?" A deep but kind voice echoed. It was the firefly spirit, a magnificent glowing being made of thousands of tiny lights. Bagel stepped forward bravely and explained the trouble that had befallen Fluffville. "I can help your town, but first you must understand why the light disappeared," the spirit said. He waved his hand, and a vision appeared before Bagel. In the center of the town, deep underground, there was an ancient glowing crystal that powered all of Fluffville's light. But the crystal was surrounded by a dark mist that was slowly consuming its glow. "This is the shadow of forgetfulness," the firefly spirit explained. "It appears when the residents of the town forget about joy, kindness, and friendship. The shadow feeds on sadness, grievances, and quarrels, and the more it grows, the weaker the light becomes. In recent days, there has been too much discontent and arguing in Fluffville, and the shadow managed to reach the crystal." Bagel thought for a moment. He realized that the only way to bring back the light was to remind the townsfolk of joy and the importance of being kind to one another. But then the firefly spirit added, "I can help Fluffville, but I need your help, Bagel. Only you can give me the spark of joy that will unlock the light. Without your genuine joy, I cannot succeed." "I'm ready to try," Bagel said determinedly. "Then show me the spark of joy," the spirit said. Bagel jumped 3 times, did a somersault, and began spinning in the air, performing incredible moves. He leaped, flipped, and even did a triple somersault. The firefly spirit laughed, and his laughter sounded like the ringing of tiny bells. And then, from his heart, a bright spark burst forth and soared into the sky. But that was just the beginning. The spark, like a tiny sun, rose high above Fluffville and began to circle over the town. It flew over every house, every street, and peeked into every corner. Wherever it passed, the residents suddenly remembered how important it was to be kind to one another. They smiled, hugged, apologized for their quarrels, and started helping each other. The spark reminded them of joy, kindness, and friendship, and with every house it visited, its light grew brighter. When the spark completed its journey, it returned to the firefly spirit, who gathered its glow in his hands and directed it toward the ancient crystal underground. The crystal shone brighter than ever before, and the light returned to Fluffville. Lamps lit up again, street lights glowed, and the sun shone brighter than ever. When Bagel returned to the town, he was greeted as a true hero. The residents threw a celebration with pies, lemonade, and dancing. And Bagel, as always, was happy to see the smiles on his friends' faces. And so our superhero pug saved Fluffville once again. And this is just one of his many amazing adventures. It's time to activate the magical compass and return to the Library of Wonders. But don't worry, dear listeners. We'll meet Bagel again soon. Until next time, and may the light of joy always shine in your hearts.